Many of us take a long time to arrive at a basic but vital realization. We should only pursue relationships with people who are very enthusiastic about us from the beginning. Not those who need to be persuaded, chased, coaxed into affection, or guided into therapy just to see our worth, but people who are plainly open, keen, and ready from the start. This may sound strange at first because our culture and personal experiences have deeply conditioned us to expect something else. In both stories and real life, love is often mistaken for the process of overcoming obstacles to love. Literature across centuries teaches us that love is about pursuit and struggle. One person desperately trying to convince another who is cold, distracted, or already committed to return their affection. In these stories, love isn't meeting someone already on board with us. It's navigating problems like pride, unavailability, emotional unresponsiveness, or even devotion to someone else or to God. According to this narrative, the plot of love is the series of difficult steps needed for two people to finally be united just before the final page. Unfortunately, this romantic ideal has a parallel in many of our personal histories. For some, our first experience of love came from unreliable or emotionally unavailable caregivers. A parent might have been distracted, distant, depressed, or addicted. They might have favored a sibling or been emotionally invested elsewhere. From this, we may have formed a painful impression that real love is tied to unfulfillment, frustration, resistance, and self-doubt. Love becomes about hoping that someone, despite everything wrong with us, might eventually see us as good enough. These early emotional patterns quietly follow us into adult relationships. We might not even notice how unhealthy it is when a partner says they like us but can't see us for a month, or when someone casually mentions they're torn between us and other options, or avoids public affection or won't initiate intimacy. We might convince ourselves it's fine to wait, to prove our worth, to hold space for their confusion, because that's how love always felt. Even deeper into relationships, we may not recognize the warning signs when we're trying to convince someone to go to therapy just to be able to love us properly, or when we find ourselves defending our basic needs for attention and affection. We tell ourselves these challenges are normal, even romantic, but they're not. We need to wake up. Life with another person, real life, involves complicated demands, sharing finances, parenting, navigating sexuality, and maintaining friendship. We should only consider building a life with someone who's already fully committed from the outset, someone who's emotionally present, enthusiastic, and consistent. It's easy to be charmed by people who are emotionally unavailable or wounded in interesting ways, people who delay replying to messages, people whose difficult childhoods make them seem mysterious or deep. But this emotional chase is a game we can no longer afford to play. We are not living in a novel, and our relationships should not be exercises in reenacting painful childhood patterns or healing others' traumas. If someone frequently runs out of battery when you message, that's not love. If they're evasive, flirting elsewhere online, or calling your needs too intense, that's not love either. These are red flags. We need to remove the emotionally unavailable and defended people from our lives, no matter how fascinating or attractive they may seem. That will narrow the field, but that's a good thing. It allows us to focus on the rare few who do show native enthusiasm, who are consistent, open, and responsive. The people who don't leave us wondering when they'll reply or where we stand. The people whose commitment is so secure that we can focus not on emotional survival, but on actually living life together. Let's say it clearly. The only worthwhile lovers are the ones who don't need to be convinced, the ones who already like us a lot, the ones who make us feel secure, seen, and valued from the start. The rest, no matter how poetic or complex, are simply wasting our precious time.